Alright guys, so today's video I'm going to be talking about polydactyly in chickens. And if any of you have heard the word polydactyl, you've probably heard it in relation to cats. And they have what's called mitten paws, where they've got extra toes. Well, the same thing happens in chickens and multiple breeds of chickens in different classes. So these here, as you guys know, we breed Favrils. And this yellow chick here is a bantam salmon Favril that just hatched the other day from our line. And the one on the left is just a mutt chicken. So the male was supposedly bantam salmon Favril from one of our original birds. He's a few years old now, but he's really big for a bantam, so he doesn't get bred. He lives with our egg layers, our mishmash flock of any breed goes egg producers. So that's his dad. I have no idea, or his or her dad. I have no idea who the mom is. The egg was like a tannish pink egg. I don't know. So the gene for polydactyly is a dominant gene. But the funny thing about it is it's not that simple. So the multiple genes can cause polydactyly in chickens, and it's different genes actually according to what class the chicken is in. So five-toed chickens that originated in Asia, like silkies, they have different genes that control polydactylism than five-toed chickens originating in, say, Europe, like Favrils. So what that means is over the eons, there has been more than one separate genetic mutation that has led to polydactylism in chickens. And those mutations, they occurred independently of each other in different parts of the world. So when we look at polydactyly, so in Favrils, you can see here that we've got our extra fifth toe, and that's a dominant trait. It's also going to show through in our first generation mixed breed chick right here, because it's a dominant trait. Here's his or her extra toe. Feisty little thing, but if I can hold him still, you can be able to see it. Here it is. So as you can see, the toes, the extra fifth toe on the mixed breed chick is not as distinct as the extra fifth toe on the standard bred. That one's not great actually, but that one's pretty decently separated. They're supposed to be well separated, and the fifth toe is supposed to point upwards at a pretty decent angle. These aren't great, but they're still better than the mixed breed. And that's because even though it's a dominant trait, it's a dominant trait with incomplete penetrance. So what that means is that the presence of the gene, if they have the gene for polydactyly, it doesn't always guarantee that it's going to be 100% expressed in the phenotype. So the phenotype is what it looks like, and the genotype is what it's coded for, if that makes any sense. So because it has incomplete penetrance, the gene is dominant and it's there, but it's not going to penetrate through in actual real life 100% of the time. So anyone that breeds polydactyl chickens will be able to tell you this. in a lot of them, you'll have, or not a lot, but a few, you might have some that have the gene, but they might only have a fifth toe on one side. The other side was supposed to grow a fifth toe, but it just didn't because the penetrance wasn't 100% in that individual bird. So a few birds who have the dominant trait for polydactylism, they don't actually show a fifth toe at all, even though they have the gene for it. And then you get some birds that have great toes. They're well separated, the toes pointing upward, and it looks great. It's according to standard of perfection. And then you have anywhere in between. So I just wanted to tell you that, explain what dominance with incomplete penetrance means. And that's not the same, by the way, as incomplete dominance. So incomplete dominance is an entirely different concept. That would be like you have Mendel's genetics, okay? You have the red colored pea flowers and the white colored pea flowers, and they're both dominant. So they're both battling it out equally. And then the offspring is neither going to be red or pink or white. They're going to be pink. That would be incomplete dominance. But this is different. This is definite dominance, but incomplete penetrance. So hopefully that makes sense. And actually I have a visual for you. I'll try to show it on my computer screen. That's dominance with incomplete penetrance. If you want this graphic, just message me and I will send it to you. Sometimes you have to stare at it for a minute before it makes sense. I hope you all have a great day.